Hello, awesome people of the internet. My name is Elena and welcome to my channel. Hello, all the awesome people of the internet. So I have already recorded this, but this is my second time because the sound absolutely didn't record because I forgot to add this. Welcome to my channel. This is video number 2. I just realized that because I finished the video number 1 so abruptly, I absolutely did not record the welcome part. So welcome to my channel. Hope you are excited to see the actual projects this time and enjoy. Now it's time to switch to the video. Okay, so this is all very much around, but I'm gonna start with a project that is literally 5 minutes from being done. Like literally, I almost finished it yesterday, but we had to go out, so didn't happen. But okay, there we go. Let me move this a little bit. So number 1 is this one, a lovely Cabana Cardi from TL Yarn Crafts, and I'm gonna try it on right now for you because it's beautiful, and I have spent quite a while making it. Let's try to open it. I have spent quite a while doing it, and it is quite big, and actually I just need to weave in ends and maybe block it, but I have never tried it before. Like I haven't tried it yet. I only seen this just yesterday, so I haven't had the time. But this project actually is, first of all, check this really cool stitch. Can you see it? It's like a little X's here. There we go. Can you see it? Like a little X's over here. And it's really cool because you have to like do a stitch and then you have to come back. And honestly, I just bought this lovely pattern because I saw this stitch and I was like, I want to know how to do it. And even though I knew how to crochet, TL Yarn Crafts is the best, to be honest, and highly recommend whoever doesn't follow her yet, follow. Her energy is impeccable, her stitches is beautiful, her yarn snob reviews are awesome. Like, I'm very lost in the yarn store. I just go around and touch every single yarn I see, and whatever sound like the touch is good for me, I just buy, or I like the color. But all of the things that she explains are amazing and actually make sense and helps you build up your knowledge about crochet and how to make it better. Because most of the time, actually, talk about projects, right? Actually, most of the time you see a project and you're like, oh my gosh, this looks amazing, but I don't have this yarn, or I don't have access to this yarn, or I don't like the color it's made. I want a different color for myself. And then you're like, okay, I have this other yarn, maybe I can use it instead. Honestly, most of the time you can't. Or at least if you're in the first year to 5, or if you're not investing into gaining knowledge about different yarns, different yarn weights, different yarn feelings, how it drapes and all that, if you're not investing in that knowledge, if you're not trying to memorize that knowledge, or at least listen about it somewhere, like TL Yarn Crafts, you're gonna be bad. I have multiple projects that I even gifted. My lovely friends love them to death. That I even gifted, and they are using it from time to time. Were completely from a wrong yarn. I bought wool, lovely yarn, very soft, but it was single ply, and oh my god, it was the worst thing to learn how to knit. And I attempted to knit, that didn't work. I had to cut it off, throw away that piece. I tried to crochet with it, was a little better, still not perfect. And then I realized I hate wool. I not hate, but like I don't like it very much. And it's very itchy for me. And I made a head wrap. Like a head wrap that you can wear for your head wrap? Something to make your ears warm when it's like still not cold enough, but not hot enough yet. Like your ears are getting cold. I couldn't wear it. It was so itchy. It was the worst. Anyways, exactly with this project, not only I love the stitch, I decided, you know what? Let me actually follow exact directions that Tony gave us about the yarn. And I went ahead. I bought a different color of yarn, but exactly the yarn she said. And then I followed exactly the hook size she gave me, she gives in the pattern, and I tried it, and I even did a little swatch, like gosh swatch. English is not my first language. Let's establish this the right way. If I say something wrong, please write down in the comments and tell me how do I pronounce this. Because most of the stuff I read and I just assume this is how you say this word. Anyways, I did a gauze swatch and it was perfect from the first time. With the same yarn, with the same hook, my tension was exactly like Tony's. So I'm assuming this turned out perfect, but let's try it. I haven't tried it before. All right. Okay. I will need to see it on the camera better because this is a tiny image I'm seeing of myself. But I think it's awesome. I think it's perfect for going to the office because, oh my god, my office in the summer is freaking cold. So I think it's beautiful and really nice and cool. And it covers my butt. My grandma would love that. Do you love it? I love it. I love it. So I will not be making video about this one because it's literally 5 minutes from being done and I haven't filmed anything about this. So I'm just gonna finish it and you'll see it in my other videos. Me rocking this beautiful Cabana Cardi. Alright, so this big thing from here is gone. So let's continue. My next project, by the way, I love crochet. Most of the projects are crochet, but I'm not only doing crochet. This is why I'm thinking of calling my YouTube something studio. So it will not be actually attached to something specific. But as a type of filming, I do not have my YouTube channel name. So when you watch this, you might know what did I decide. But right now, it's not clear at all. Yeah, not clear at all. Anyways, long story short, I was in Santiago, Chile last autumn in October/November, and there was a Pan American Games, and I work in the company that is working with that. So I was able to help Canadian Olympians with games stuff. There's a lot. I will talk about this in another video if anybody will be interested about my job. I was in Santiago, and to commemorate this occasion, because I knew I'm gonna go there for like a good chunk of 2023. So I wanted to kind of have a really nice reminder that that's what I did, and it was really exciting, and it was really, really cool, to be honest. So I went to some online thing. Great job, web developer, to say online thing instead of online website. Duh. Anyway, I took the logo of those games, Santiago 2023, and put it into the free turn picture into crochet schema website, and it turned out this. And I used to do a lot of like little friendship bracelets, so I have a lot of thread left, so I just went ahead, found some things, found some colors that were really similar to what it needs to be, and turned out this. But also this is all super wrinkly right now, so I need to, the project is technically done. Again, didn't film anything, so it's not gonna come on my lovely channel, but still. This is project number 2. I need to actually start counting that somewhere. Anyways, this is done, but this needs to be, you know, somehow better. So I need to iron it, maybe wash it a little bit. I'm afraid of the colors to bleed, but I need to wash it, I need to iron it. And I bought a really nice thing. I bought this. It's self-stick mounting board. So I'm assuming I will, like, you know, put it like this. I mean, obviously cut it the place I don't need. And this said that this is like, it has adhesive but kind of doesn't, and it helps you to smoothly mount needlepoint, embroidery, cross stitch, and more. So I'm assuming this should be really nice. I will mount it here, and I will probably put it in some frame. So this will go on the wall. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna go with, let's go with this big thing that's like right in front of you here. So I did so much of this lovely project and exactly off one row. I did exactly one row around this bamboo bag handle. and I found this lovely YouTube channel. I won't recommend it currently because of some my personal beliefs that I will not share at this current moment, but I might explain later on my channel, because, you know, I don't want to start my first YouTube video and talk about politics. Anyways, I found this YouTube channel where the creator uses t-shirt yarn to make different bags, and her bags are beautiful and structured and really look like not just easily handmade bags. They actually look like something you can sell or something you can buy in, I don't know, Louis Vuitton store or whatever, like the fancy one, right? So I was like, you know what? Why don't I follow this? Why don't I? And at the same time, I actually went home. I'm originally from Ukraine, so I went home and, before that, I looked for t-shirt yarn in Canada. That was a really bad idea. There was nothing downtown. There was nothing in the area I used to live. There was nothing. Or if it was super expensive. Or if it was like, order on Etsy, it will come from Turkey. The delivery will be $60. And I'm like, that's not happening. No, not doing that. So I went home to Ukraine and I found there's literally a whole store like a block away from the apartment from the apartment where I grew up. There was literally a whole big store just from t-shirt yarn, nothing else. So I went there and I was like, okay, I'm gonna just buy this yarn and hope it's gonna be enough and go from there. And so I bought this lovely beige color. So I think if I will end up making this bag, and I really should because summer's coming, if I will end up making this bag, it will be great, and it will be really like a staple that I can take to the office or downtown if I'm just going for a drink or something. I can just like take and I can use it for any outfit that I do, because I tend to buy a lot of statement pieces and then I dressed with only statement pieces, and that's bad. Okay, that's hard. That's a different topic of conversation, not for today. So I bought this lovely beige color, and I think I bought 2 of it, but I'm not sure. Maybe I didn't. So now it's been years and years since I did this. So I'm just gonna make some kind of bag with this handles and hope, really truly hope, it's gonna be enough of yarn for this. So this might be a very nerve-wracking video to make when I will end up doing this bag, but it's definitely not gonna be frogged. I know it's only 1 row, but I think what happened is I followed the YouTube tutorial, and I didn't like doing the stitch she was using. It was too hard and it looked like it was using way too much yarn, and I only have this, right? So, and it was getting the look that I kind of like, but at the same time, the look that was getting, it was not looking a lot like crochet. And I really like, now that I'm older and not a teenager anymore, I actually really like the look of the crochet stitches, because I realized that crochet cannot be made by a machine when knitting can. And this makes all of the difference to me right now, because if you see something crochet, it is definitely 100% handmade. And side note, I'm gonna put this away. Side note, if you ever see anything crochet blanket or something in stores like H&M, Zara, or another big brand, most likely you are looking at some item that was not sourced ethically. It was probably super underpaid people that had no other option of working anywhere else in some, I don't know, third world country, were severely underpaid or maybe even enslaved to actually just do those things. So if you can, don't support those people. Don't buy crochet items from big brands. Try to buy those. Oh my gosh, here goes my no politics in the first video. Anyways, yeah, crochet can only be made by hand, cannot be made by a machine. So if you see something that is absolutely definitely crochet, don't purchase it. So that's what I follow. I try not to do it, and that's why I enjoy actually doing things and for crochet to look like crochet, right? So that was project number 3, adding that to the counter. I had to pause and go actually get some water because I am speaking much more than I thought I would, explaining you everything. This is a mess. This is all over. But maybe, just maybe, let's go with something that's right in front of me. So right in front of me is this lovely, that you can't even see because I have too much stuff around me. This is lovely Tunisian hook that I marked as a 6mm, and this lovely, oh, there's more. Okay, this lovely yarn, Caron Baby Cakes. That's very soft, and I think it's actually not a bad choice. Even though I was complaining that I was making bad choices about yarn, this was not a worse choice actually. And I was trying, the lady that I follow on Instagram had a really beautiful set of a scarf, and I think it was a hat of this specific color. But she ordered online, and they made it with like yarn and like was like a strand of something plus a strand of mohair, so it was all fuzzy and stuff. I didn't want a strand of mohair because I never worked with mohair at this point of time when I was creating this, and I really wanted to try some Tunisian crochet. And guess what? This is the time Tony came in. Tony from TL Yarn Crafts has an amazing, she has a Tunisian crochet book, she has amazing Tunisian crochet lessons on YouTube, and I think this is how most of the people actually found her. And also Tunisian crochet is fun because it is a crochet hook, you see? It's just like, I'm gonna do like a YouTuber's with a hand. Look. Okay, so it's a normal crochet hook. It's normal 6mm crochet hook, but it's long, like it's very long. So when you actually work with it, you put all of these, all of this scarf on here, and then you go like this, and then you go backwards, and then you go like this, and then you go backwards. This is how you create this. Here's how you create fabric with Tunisian crochet. So it is like in my mind at least, it is like a mix of crochet and knitting. And one of the basic stitches that you do in Tunisian crochet actually does look like knitting. Look at this and tell me this doesn't look like knitting, because it very much does. You see? It looks exactly like knitting. And at that point of time, I was still really excited about knitting projects, or at least projects that look like knitting. And so I decided I will start this scarf from this huge ball of yarn. This is like my head size. And then I also decided to try to make a head wrap. As you can see, this is my head wrap, and I think it didn't go that bad here, but then something went, it was a crochet one, and again I was following some kind of tutorial, and unfortunately this was way too long ago. I don't remember what tutorial was it, and this was like with crochet, but not all stitches were looking like knitting right away, so you had to go around this and around this and around this, and not single crochet, but like do the stitches that will on the surface that make it look like knitting. So I was going around, and then I think I reached some place where I didn't know what to do after. I didn't know where to go, and it started looking kind of wonky and kind of weird, and I ran out of yarn, because in some places you had to like leave like a long tail and then just go with it after, and I don't know, I felt weird, and this is it. This is where it is. Also, I don't even know if it fits on my head anymore. Well, I have the thing, so I can't really try it right now, but I guess it did at some point. But I really like how it looks like. I like the, you know, this little criss-cross here, and yeah, I guess maybe closer to winter I will come back to this again and do something with it. I'm really not, the thing is, I really don't remember what I was following doing this. So finishing this scarf would be not a problem, because just a simple stitch of Tunisian crochet, you can just keep going and keep going and keep going. But this, I might have to do it again. But then the yarn, I would need to buy another one because I wanted the scarf really long. I don't even know if they carry this color anymore. I would have to see. But again, I don't think there's gonna be a frog project in here. I don't think I'll frog this. At least the scarf is cute, you know, and if I don't wear it, I'm pretty sure I can gift it to someone. And it was actually, this scarf is a perfect way of training the Tunisian crochet. And also it's like sometimes you just need that project where you know, you just work on it mindlessly, or like you're watching something, you're listening to an audiobook or something. So this is the best for this, I think. So still not gonna forget, even though it's been definitely like maybe 3 or 4 years since I started this. But a note, as you might have seen, that what I started doing is I started trying to put this Tunisian hook inside my yarn, because this is what I do. And again, I do this. I love Tony, okay? I love Tony. I watch her every video. Her voice soothes me, and it's great. I try to have enough hooks to actually attribute a hook to a project. So this Tunisian hook will go together with this yarn, and I will never forget what kind of hook did I use, because at this point of time I was using this ones, which is a different cut from the hooks I use right now. Right now I really prefer Susan Bates cut hooks, where they are a little bit more sharp and all of that. So if you crochet, you probably know by this point, but if not, I'll make another video about my tools, as suggested by my lovely husband. Thank you, husband. Anyways, this Tunisian hook was not bad, but with time and the way I was holding the hook when I was working, the number actually went away, so I had to add some washi tape in here and just write it. Anyways, I try to attribute a hook per project so I will not forget it. What I also do, or at least started to do last year, is that I created a Notion board with all my crochet projects as a separate entities, and there I am putting if the project is Tunisian crochet or not, which yarn am I using. Sometimes I'm even adding like the color numbers, or at least you know, if I will throw away the paper from the yarn, at least I write what was it and what was the colorway of the yarn. So, and there specifically I also put the crochet hooks I'm using. So if I did a swatch, gosh, somebody will have to tell me how to say this word, gauge swatch, and I decide on the size of the hook, I not only just keep it in the project bag, I also write it on my Notion board, so I will know if I ever misplace that hook or something, I can come back and I know which hook it was. Because as you see, I have a lot of projects. Anyway, let's continue, because it's a lot of project, and if I'm gonna speak for 5 or more minutes for everyone, this is gonna be a 3, 4, 5, 6 parts series, and that's just way too much. Okay, something else is in front of me. This is gonna be maybe this. Okay, so on Etsy, I will leave the link below. On Etsy, I found this lovely pattern. Here it is. I found this lovely pattern of an alphabet that you can crochet, and then you can make a, you know, little hanging, let's say saying happy birthday, or for any other party you can say whatever you want. Maybe you want to say a name of the person whose birthday it is or something. So you can crochet different letters and then go from there. So what I did is on my recent trip to US, which is not, I don't do this a lot, definitely don't do this a lot, I bought this big twist yarns. So this and this, lots of different colors, just because it sounded soft enough. On the touch it was soft enough. And this is, what is it? This is 100% acrylic, but it doesn't feel as tough as my first ever acrylic. And also for letters, acrylic is fine because I'm not gonna wear this. I bought a bunch of different colors. Here's 3 more colors. And I bought some white. I also bought some black, which I need to find, and I think I will do my letters out of this. It is not a project I already started, but I think it would be nice, and I might go like do a border of the letters with the white or black or not. It would be fun. I think it would be very fun. I also made this, not made, oh my gosh, I bought this. This is Big Twist Party. It's a beautiful yarn. I think like this colorway is really nice. It's like a little candy, but it's a pink candy. So I was thinking maybe I can make some of the letters in this too. So, you know, it will be not only rainbow colors, but also like something different in there. I think this yarn was also really good for what I'm thinking, because it's not a lot of it, and of course the price then wasn't a lot. So this is how many grams even? Oh my gosh. This color is called Slime. It's a funny name to name it. This is 40 grams. So I think this is exactly perfect for like a couple letters, because you would have to definitely make, you know, like 3 or 4 H's or whatever, depending on what you're gonna say. Anyways, I think it's gonna be really cool. Or maybe I can use this as a string to actually connect the letters. Ideas popping into my head right now. Okay, so this just in my big shopping bag again goes away. This was project number 5. Sweet. Okay, now I can, you know, I can leave a little better. Whew. All right, let's see what this is. Okay, this is my beautiful company that I work at. Gave me this bag. So this is another project. This is pretty much, again, 5 minutes from being done, and this might mean literal 5 minutes. I'm just lazy to finish it, and also because it's a hat and it's spring, so I'm not gonna wear it right away. So this, let me take it out. Oh, okay. This even still have needles attached. As I said, I don't only crochet, I also do different things. But me and the knitting is a different story, and it's not always a good story. Me knitting, we don't really go well, and specifically these needles, I love them. They're bamboo, really light, really soft, and let me show this one. Really light, really soft, like nice needle. But since it's a circular needle, this part is not really long. So when I crochet this, you see these fingers, they like really cramp. And if I knit for long with this, these fingers of mine start to cramp, so I don't enjoy this. So again, maybe if I'll use a different needles, it will go better. But still, crochet, I feel like I have so much more control over what I'm doing, and it's so easy to undo if you did a mistake. Even a couple of rows back, just, you know, frog it a little bit, keep going. But with knitting, constantly scared of dropping stitches because I'm not really sure how to fix it. Because when I work on something, I need to, in my head, I need to understand it, and in my head I have these 3D models of everything, and how the thread goes and everything, and what this my crochet hook does and everything. And with knitting, it doesn't really work this way. It's a little confusing for my brain to understand how it works. Of course, I can follow the tutorials and I can follow the instructions or whatever, but it's really kind of, oh, this is not long enough. Oh well, this is kind of like hard for me to wrap my head around. This is actually a perfect saying in English. Wrap my head around this. So I have a couple projects just so I can get used to doing simple stitches. And in knitting, I keep wanting to call it crochet. It's not crochet, it's knitting. So I have multiple projects, or 1 or 2, and I made a couple of hats like this. So this is a hat. It's really bad coloring right now. It's brown. Okay, if I do it like this, you can see it. It's dark brown, and I'm just following like again, I think it's like a YouTube tutorial that I don't even have saved anymore. And they were like, just take this bowl of Patons Canadiana and just go with it. Just use the whole bowl, then, you know, close the ends, put it together, and you're gonna get a little hat. And I did this for me in like bright pink color. I did this for my husband in a different color he wanted. And I still, for some reason, I grabbed that. I was like, I'm gonna gift it to someone. But it's again been years. We have moved since I started this project, and I honestly have lost this project for like a year and a half. I had no idea where it was. Like my craft room was already like unpacked, so I literally thought that I lost this project during the move. But then I found it. And then recently, last couple of months, I was like, okay, I have to finish this. I have to finish this because I want this to be done. I want this to be done. And I finished the stitches part. Now I only have like this amount of yarn left, so it's really time to close this to actually make it into a hat. But winter's over. Elena doesn't want to do any things that are hot, so I really need to finish it. This is really like 10-15 minutes and it will be done, but I'm just so lazy. It might be the first video I filmed. Like, this is the most boring project ever. It's dark brown. It's a hat. ahead of spring. But you know what? Why not? I probably can. I can. Why not? Anyways, let's add that to the counter. Project number 6. Let's move on. There's multiple more projects that I have an idea of what I want to do with this. I already put it aside, but I actually haven't started it. So I'm just gonna go and show you those because it's gonna be the easiest and the fastest. I don't need to speak about this much. Okay, so this is my next, this is a planned project. It's not an actual whip. Whip is work in progress in crochet terms. Hello. Okay, so this is not an actual whip yet. This is just a bag that I bought in a really cool Japanese store downtown Toronto that is called Muji. And I don't know if you can see, but I'm gonna try to show you. This is like a linen bag, but it's also very structured. It has like a little lining in here, and I think I've seen people, and the actual store I think also encourages that they can embroider something on this bag. And I was thinking that I'm actually gonna cross stitch something on this bag because this little linen, the way the linen fabric is made is just squares, so it's almost perfect for doing a little cross stitch project. I just need to actually decide on what I want to cross stitch here, and then I think it would be perfect to again just go out, maybe carry my lunch to work. I think it would be great, but again I need to actually decide what I want to do, and then I need to try, because I think it's gonna be super hard to actually cross stitch through this because it's not canvas, and it's much easier on the actual canvas, obviously, because there's actual holes. There's no holes in here. I might need to, like, you know, go through and make the holes first and then be able to actually put the thread first, or I might need to use a thimble to, like, or a very sturdy needle, but I need to decide on a pattern. And I have a lot because I've been following DMC website. DMC is the one that makes all the cross stitch schemas, a lot of them, and also make the thread. I don't actually own a lot of DMC. They're expensive, mind you, but I have a lot of patterns. I've been following them for a while, and they've been giving out free patterns for really, really long. So every time they give out a free pattern, I just go ahead and download it, what I like, obviously. So I need to go through that. It's a lot of patterns. I honestly have a lot of patterns, and I have to choose something. So maybe I will take you along on the journey with me. But what is also cool, I'm just noticing on this is like a very nice handle. English is hard. And I'm just seeing how did they make the handle, and I see there's like another, you can't probably see, but there's another rope in here that is sewn into this. And I think this is really great to maybe one day follow. And if I want to make a bag like this, I did something similar, but I think I didn't secure the rope inside really well, and I think it's like going around places. Project number 7. Yeah, let's do this one. This is another plan, and I actually bought a kit because I do know how to embroidery, but I like the kits because they have exactly the colors that are on the picture, and enough of them, and they have all the explanations. And I think also, if I time it, that would be a really fun YouTube video for my first YouTube video, counter. It might be a very fun YouTube video if I time myself how long this actually makes, because they're like great for beginners, but lots of beginners, let's be honest, want to really do a project that's really fast. So let's see. So again, on my last trip to US, I bought this easy stitch embroidery kit. So I'm gonna have something like this, and I'm just gonna proudly hang it behind me together with my other project. And I should not touch this too much when I speak because it makes noises. So yeah, I think this would be really cute and really cool, something to put on your wall, and it's like a little, you know, mountains or whatever this is, and that's great. I think it's gonna be cool. And okay, let's do this one. So this is a really cool yarn that I bought. As I mentioned, I went to Chile last year, and I I saw somebody, they were saying like everywhere they travel, they try to go to the crochet store or yarn store and buy some unique yarns. And at this point of time, none of the stores in Canada actually carried a yarn like this. So I saw it and it was a nice color, and holidays were coming, and it's like metallic color, like you can see, right? It's like hard to see, but it's a little shimmer. It has a little shimmer in it. It's hard. It's really hard to show this. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it has a little shimmer in it. I think it's really cute. It's like a silver-ish, bronze-ish material. I mean color, not material. Material is yarn. It's thread. Material is, what is this? It's all in Spanish. I don't know what this is. But so I was like, okay, so also at that point of time, I was in Chile for 2 months and I was kind of tired of the project I did bring, so I wanted to do something else. So I bought this yarn in the store. I saw which crochet hook they could recommend. I also purchased a crochet hook, which I genuinely hated this moment, but it just doesn't work with this yarn. Maybe it will work with something else. And I Googled, what can I do? A fast project with a shiny yarn like this. I was like, I want to try to do something that maybe would be like a garland that can go on a Christmas tree. So I Googled, how can you do some kind of things? I really did a deep dive into Pinterest and other YouTube videos and stuff. And I found that you can do this like puff stitch and continuation. So not an actual row, but just like keep doing more puff stitch, more puff stitch, more puff stitch. Okay, this is gonna unravel. More and more puff stitches every time, and it kind of looks puff or bubble stitch. I don't know. Bubble stitch is the best name for this. Just keep going, and it kind of makes this little, you know, hanging piece that you can keep going, make it long, and just put it around your Christmas tree. And I think this is a really cool and cute idea, because also I don't really know what you're going to use this yarn for. This yarn is like a tubular yarn and made of a bunch of strands. It is one strand, it's one ply, but it's like a tubular yarn. People who crochet know what I mean by that. And I started and I was very excited, and it was really easy to do, and I was like commuting to work in Santiago, and it was just a perfect project to have with you. But I hated the hook that I got. I have never seen a hook like that before. I have seen, after that, I already saw that there's people that just love that hook. They swear by it. They think it's the best hook ever. But it just doesn't go with this yarn. And I really didn't have time to come back to the crochet store to purchase another 4mm hook. Also, how many 4mm hooks can you have, right? So it really didn't work. So I didn't do more than, I don't know, 20 centimeters of this. So yeah, I am planning to come back to this. This is definitely gonna be my like Christmas time project later this year. But I might undo all this and start again with a normal hook that will slide good on this yarn, because not everything does. So back to the pile it goes. Sweet. One more project for today. Let's go with this one. So you see, storage is perfect. Storage is not perfect whatsoever. When I was putting all this on the table, you probably saw a bunch of project bags, but I did reach the point where I just didn't like to put things in bags. I just put it in a drawer somewhere that I accidentally found later, actually. Oh, I wonder if I have that project. Anyways, sorry, distraction. I put, yeah, I don't have anything to say about this. I don't have a bag for it. I just don't, okay? I just don't. And I do have a hook in here. It was right in here. It's hard to see hook. Oh my gosh, it is really hard to see. Let's try to put it on light. There we go. This is a 4mm hook, above mentioned. It's not the same hook that I was complaining about. This hook is okay. Plastic is fine. And as I'm a big fan of Tina Yarn Crafts, she posted a pattern at one time about making your kitchen towels or washcloth or something like this. So I decided, why don't I follow this one? And I wanted to make a little towel for myself. And I just wanted to, at that point of time, I did not have a project that would be just mindless. So I wanted something mindless with a lot of repetition that I don't have to remember much. I just go. And this is the project just to go, and it's really long, and as you can see, it because I wanted to make it an actual towel, so when you hang it, it will be like this length, which is just enough to dry your hands in the kitchen. I was also like, I'm crocheting this for so long, why would I dry my hands on this? This will get dirty. So I kind of got sad and I stopped. And I started another big project. I think it was another wrap or something, and it was another like mindless project too, again. And yeah, I got distracted. And also, like, cotton's great. This cotton specifically is quite nice to the touch, but when you actually work with it, it's quite rough. Like, if you worked with cotton, you know it can get quite rough. So yeah, I just like kind of stopped enjoying this and stopped, which I really should come back to. I think it would be a nice project between projects, or something nice to take to work when I go to work. I have a half an hour train ride, so I think it would be just perfect for this, and I don't need to think much, and it's morning and there's people around. I just go. I think it's great. So this was the start of me digging through this. This was the first 10 project I wanted to tell you about. I will not probably go with the same order I'm telling you about to actually make those, but I think it is enough for today. I spoke a lot. I'm kind of tired. Join me for the ride when I will tell you about 10 more of projects of mine, and then join me for the ride. Like and subscribe to see of me actually finishing all those or working on them and finding new patterns through me. I hope you like it. Thank you so much for being with me. As I said multiple times for my first YouTube video, like and subscribe. Enjoy your day. Have a good rest of your day, evening, whatever time you're watching it, week, month, year. Have a great time. Life is awesome. Love you. Bye.